Healey, Director here at Century 21 Newcastle, back with you for our Monday wrap, keeping Newcastle investors up to date on what's happening in the current rental market, tips and tricks, strategies to maximise your return on your investment. As always, Nicole Hoare joins me, our investor consultant from our office. Morning, Nick.
Morning.
How was your weekend?
It was good. Monday's back. It seems like the weekends go so quick.
Always go quick. Friday's seen our kickstart for 2022, so I appreciate anyone that did call during that time or send us an email. We will definitely be back to you today. But it was just so good to take the whole team out of the office and spend the day just preparing for 2022, what we want to achieve, the goals, the vision for the business, and having everyone on board from that.
And wasn't it great to get to understand everyone's personalities?
Yeah, we done some personality profiling, so it was pretty cool to see when you're in and out of flow and what people like and what they don't like. So that was really fun, actually.
Yeah, and I think as a team, it just gives us something to build on and understand where each of us are as individuals. And
yeah, definitely, and kind of work towards utilizing what people are really good at to what someone may not be as good at, but other people have those skills. So
yeah, definitely.
Excited to implement some of that stuff.
Yeah. And last week, Saturday, we only had 4 open for inspections.
We did.
And the property managers are working on those applications, and they anticipate, I believe, that they will all be leased.
Should be leased, yeah.
Yeah. But last week we did have 389 tenant inquiries. We had 8 inspections scheduled with 6 properties leased. So our properties are leasing after that first inspection. So from a tenant perspective, if you're out there looking, the market is still really strong in the rental space. So make sure you do get to that first open for inspection, get your applications in. When you're submitting applications, make sure that all your information's there.
Detailed application.
Yeah, and I did hear a conversation that you're helping a tenant this morning, Casey. Like, that was like really good to listen into you. They obviously, hadn't been approved for a property, but you just guided them through those steps just to clarify those few things with them.
Yes, so I thought we'd chat about today on what are the key factors in purchasing investment and what makes a solid investment property. So the first one all comes down to appeal of a property. So there's a lot of different aspects that can come into that appeal, but it's got to be in a good location. So whether it's close to beaches, CBDs, transport, schools, there's lots of people buying for schools these days and wanting to be in that school. Zoning, which is pretty tough these days. Unless you're in the zoning for the school, you can't pick and choose in Newcastle what school your child goes to. So the location, usually with properties, when you're looking for a property to buy and you're buying for investment, you're looking for the ones that actually have the most buyer inquiry, the most people attending those opens, which means they're popular. So it's giving you the biggest clue straight up there. If it's got an owner-occupier feel, tenants don't want to be in properties that are all tenanted or have that feeling that it's just a tenanted property. It needs that homely feel. And in areas that have got obviously high population growth, low unemployment rates, and approved infrastructure projects are always big wins. The rental demand. I think you've got to do your research when buying a property. So you're looking for something that's got a vacancy rate of under 2% and that the rental yield is going to be at least 4%. 3 is about adding value. You want to know that when you're purchasing a property that you can add value to it. So whether that's renovations or improvements, extensions, or obviously redevelopments down the track. Even the granny flat idea adds value to most people looking in that investment space. And lastly, you want a higher land value. So you want your land to asset ratio, so the land component of your purchase. So you've always got what's the house valued at, what's the land valued at, which gives you your total valuation. So you want that land component to be at least 60% of your purchase, because land doesn't depreciate where your asset will depreciate. So they're my four pointers on what you're looking for when purchasing investment property. But if you are in that space and you're looking around, reach out to us now. We'd love to have the conversations with you and help you buy a solid investment, guide you along that journey till the property's leased, and work with you obviously in the management of the property. That's us for this week. If you've got any questions, if you've got a topic you want us to talk about, leave us a comment below. We'd love to have some content to help you with where you're at in your investment journey. I'm Casey Healey, Director here at Century 21 Newcastle.
And I'm Nicole Hoare, Investor Consultant within our team.
We look forward to talking with you next week.
Bye.
Bye.